Hi, my name is Timo. I'm an audiovisual artist and live coder. And in this video, I would like to introduce you to the Mercury live coding language, and more specifically to the browser-based version of Mercury. I will release more videos on how the live coding language works and how you can make your music with it. But in this video, I would like to show you how the interface works, how you can start the code, how you can stop the code, how you can find documentation and tutorials and load examples, and also how you can download the code files. So I'm using the Brave browser, but you can also use Google Chrome, for example. So let's navigate to the website. The website is mercury.timohoogland.com. And once it's loaded, you will see the interface with already some code displayed in the editor over here. So let's have a look at the buttons on the top, one by one, from left to right, and see what they do. So the first button is the play button. And once you click it, the code will be executed and you will hear the sound play. Now if I want to stop the sound, I can click the silence button next to it and the sound will be stopped immediately. You can also use shortkeys to start and stop the sound. For example, you can hit Option or Alt Return to execute the code and start the music. You will also see the highlight of the code to indicate that it's executed. And to stop it, you can hit Alt or Option, period. So next to the silence button is the empty button, which will empty the text editor, allowing us to start completely from scratch with creating our own code. If you don't know where to start from scratch and you would like some examples, then you can click the example button and this will load some code files for you. Once you click example, you will still hear a little bit of the previous code first, because there's a short crossfade from one code file to the next. And now I can keep clicking example and I will get another example every time I click. Next to the example button is the download button. This does not actually download the sound, but it does download the code as it is, as a text file. So if I hit download, I will see that the Mercury sketch is downloaded, and if I click it, it will be opened in a text editor, and we can see that this is the same code as that we have in the browser. So if we move to the bottom of the page, we see there's a tutorials menu. This is a drop-down menu with various tutorials on all the methods that you can use in Mercury. So for example, if you like to know a bit more about what the time function does, we can click on that. And the code will be loaded and also played immediately, so you can hear the result. Next to the tutorials menu is the sounds button. If you click this one, you will be redirected to another page. And this page contains a list of all the sound files that are included in Mercury. So you can scroll through this list and search for something that you find interesting. For example, if we want to use the violin_E, we can remember it or we can copy paste it. For example, replace it for another sound. So now if I hit play, we will hear the violin combined with the drums. Next to the sounds button is the help button. This will also redirect you to a different page. And this is the full documentation or the reference of all the functions that are available. So if you like to learn a bit more on a specific function, for example the time function, you can click that and you can read all about it, including with some small examples. Next to the help button is a button for the full version. I will probably explain that in a later video. And the same thing goes for the Add Sounds button, which allows you to add your own sounds to the live coding language. Below the Add Sounds button is the Hide menu. If you click this, all the menu buttons will be hidden and you can focus purely on the code. And of course, if you click Show menu, the menu will be visible again. All the way on the bottom of the page, there is a Code with Hydra button. Hydra is a live coding language designed by Olivia Jack that allows you to live code visuals in the browser. It is possible to combine Hydra with Mercury, and I will also explain this in a later video. But if you click the button, you will be redirected to the Hydra live coding page, where you can start live coding visuals instead of sound. So that was it for this first video. In the next videos I will explain how you can get started with coding in Mercury, what all the functions do, and how you can make your own music. So I'll hope to see you there.